we good? Oh shit! I don't got the speaker. Fuck it. We be going. Yeah, I ain't going. That song is
what?
Good vibes.
Oh my
good
god.
Good vibes. Like every time I hear, I just like
every time.
I'd be in the bathroom. I'd be good.
What?
Yo, y'all was good. Welcome to another episode of Rose Above It podcast. I'm your host T Rose.
This is Suave.
And I got my guy Denz in the building.
Hey.
Yo. My guy Denz right there, holding it down.
Always.
Shout out to Shaq, who's still with his family. He's with his family. Water park and shit.
Doing big things.
Why should we talk
I'm inside.
Why should we talk to this nigga?
He outside. Not only is he outside, he's at water parks.
Why I didn't even know water parks is open right now?
Like, right.
I had no idea.
Did his thing.
Yes. Shaq, I'm gonna find out you in the crib right now. Just yeah, I'm at a water park with the family. This nigga in the backyard in the kiddie pool.
Yeah. They got a little slip and slide with some soap
in the kiddie pool.
Right.
Yeah, the slip and slide popping.
Right.
Can I get in the pool?
Yeah, popping, man.
Got a whole vibe out there.
Shout out to my guy PJ who ain't here today.
Yeah. Facts.
Shout out PBT. My man Royale, or we can't see your podcast, of course. Shout out to them, yo. They definitely held us down.
Always.
Gave us a spot. I ain't gonna front in COVID, man. It's hard finding a place to record now, man.
And a good place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A good place.
A good place,
and
man.
there's always positive vibes in the studio, so.
Facts.
Shout
out P again for letting us record at his crib last time. We did
that was a whole vibe.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. P had the whole downstairs set up.
Facts.
How was y'all weeks, man?
Yo, my week is good. It's been a little tiring, but I'm good. I'm back in the office like 1 week in, 1 week out. So I'm trying to get adjusted to the normal. I'm like boxed in with fucking plexiglass. So
yeah.
Then the mask every freaking minute. I gotta remember to wear the mask every time I get up from my desk. Yeah. So I'm trying to get into the normal.
That's what I thought.
Ooh, Siri, girl, I know. I'm trying to tell you, Siri.
Siri defense.
You don't even need to write. Like, what are you talking about? No. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the new normal. So that was my week, but I'm doing good.
Yeah, I gotta go back to work soon. So Denz had Denz was living his best life.
I need to step it up clearly, because
you gotta do it sometimes. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself, man.
Facts.
Enjoy yourself.
Facts.
This is the one time I've been on vacation for this year, and I was so mad that I didn't like. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. It's just I was working the whole every day,
right?
Shooting something. Me and PJ bought a drone while we was out there.
I see that. Y'all was on the beach, right?
Yeah.
Was that on Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, we was on Myrtle Beach. We was staying right across, like not even a 2-minute walk away from Myrtle Beach. Like we walked across the street and it was right, like walked right into the sand. It was really nice. I enjoyed it. I literally only went to the beach to work. I shot one video on the beach, shot another video on another part of the beach.
But you know what it is? When you love what you're doing, it's not work.
It isn't.
It may be labor or whatever, but it's not working for nobody.
Yeah, it's like you're busy, but you're having fun.
Yeah, like the kind of stories you got, we not gonna get into them stories, but please stories, like you live. That was a vacation.
Yeah. I got
like
3
what?
videos on the way, 2 videos with
and
people.
You connected with people. Like, exactly. They're going to come back. Like, it's over.
That's how you just not become, we're not just local ass bitches.
Yeah. You got to step out.
My man's out there in South Carolina getting business. Yo, time out. Question. Were they wearing masks out in South Carolina?
Nah.
Nah.
There was a couple people that was serving us, but for the first couple of days, I was in South Carolina. Then I went to North Carolina. But in South Carolina, we kind of ate inside. We you feel me? We did our little thing inside. My homeboy's mom cooked. It was fire. Yeah. But
I seen that
outside,
on your story.
when we was on the beach, they definitely wasn't wearing masks at all.
Yeah. Same thing when I went to Virginia. I mean, people were, but not Like, not like here. It's like here before you do anything, it's like, oh fuck, my mask.
Yeah, like when we
out there, it's like, oh.
When I went to North Carolina and we went to like more fast food spots because it was just the guys by ourselves. You feel me? We ain't cook until like a couple days after, and it was fire. But yeah, like they had their masks on. We went to Walmart, we had our masks on.
Right? Yeah.
Shopping, but
yeah. I mean,
the South is a sick place.
Yeah.
it's this the people, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, because South is dope. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go to the right spots. Like, Atlanta's dope, but they are some sick individuals for. Like, you see how they're going crazy about wearing masks. So in Atlanta, I guess the mayor finally made it like everybody got to wear a mask. That's because she caught it. But what like, apparently. Why would y'all not be wearing a mask from off rip?
Because the South is nuts.
People think
Southern hospitality, they want to see smiles. Like,
so you down
like what?
I seen the videos on the Shade Room where some lady, I guess she went to Walmart. And they were like, wear masks. So she was like, nah, she went to another state to go to the Walmart that they don't got to wear masks. And like,
yeah. And I mean, I feel like if you don't want to wear your mask, I understand that. And you're entitled to not wear your mask. But you arguing outside of a store with somebody who's just trying to do their fucking job and go to fuck home, they don't even want to be there. They don't want to wear a mask either. Yeah. And they have no choice because they're at work. And you arguing with them about you not wearing your mask, like, come on. They already have enough going on. Yeah. That they're outside and in the shit. And you arguing with people like, no, I'm not wearing it. Girl.
Like, it's not only for your protection, it's just
Karen.
Other people too.
Kevin.
Yeah, the way Karen's is going crazy right now.
Karen and Kevin. Scoot.
Karen's is out here crazy.
Come on.
So for the first time, I went to brunch. For the first time in
when you started that statement, I was about to say, you're like the king of brunch.
Nah. So
I'm like, you always at brunch. What you mean?
First time in mad long. So everybody knows I just moved to Stanford. Yeah, so we went to. I found a brunch spot. So I'm like, yo.
I seen. Yeah. Y'all starting to annoy me.
Yo, I'm
about to block y'all.
Nah. It's a good spot. It's out.
Every time I see our videos and the fucking food out there, I'm like, damn.
It's safe outdoor seating. Good vibes. They had a DJ. I'm like, yo, and the DJ was a white boy, and he was playing it.
I heard.
Like, yo, white boy killed me, right? Yo, I think I'm more afraid of champagne than Henny.
Oh yeah,
like
hands down.
I see why girls go to brunch and be like coming back
on the mimosas.
Crazy.
Yeah,
like. Yo,
and because it's not hard liquor, even in your mind is like, I'm throwing these back. Yeah. Like, this is not real liquor. Like, it's nothing. You have about 5 of them?
Yo, I had 4 and I was like, nah. And the crazy thing is, I could drink. I had 4. And
especially if you go to a good spot that's serving good champagne.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they get the real. They all cheap, but sometimes they get the real. They do the real cheap ones. That's when you got to drink about like 7 to be sauce. But when you go to a good spot that take care, you can have about 3 of them and you'll be on your ass.
Oh, I recommend it.
Hands down. He said I recommend
it. Let me tell you something. I'm going back on Sunday.
Damn! I'm about to pull up.
I'm going back.
Shit.
I'm afraid of them, but I'm like, nah, I was so lit for like 3 hours. And when I got home, it was over. It was sleep. It was bed by 6. Bed by 6, yo. It was over.
6. That's the thing about brunch. Like, I love brunch, but sometimes it be too early. Then I get home and I'm saucing. I'm like, it's only 5 o'clock.
Yo, it's still daytime.
What am I doing?
You see it's still bright as hell outside.
Right. It's like, damn. And then it's like, damn, do I continue drinking like to finish out the day, or do you go to sleep?
So
like, what do you do?
I fell asleep and then I woke up at 2 in the morning, but I was wide awake.
See?
like I was like, yo, what do I do now? I slept.
What do I get into? Yo.
So let's get into some shit, man.
Let's talk about it.
Some shit. So, anybody got into any entanglements recently? I'm sure y'all put that one, Jada.
Right. I don't have any entanglements. Yeah. I don't. I actually had to, like, I knew it was a word, but I never looked up the definition of it. I kind of I feel like entanglement, you know what it's saying. Yeah. And when I looked it up, it's legit. Like, how she used it is how you properly use that term. I thought she was being... I mean, Jada is very intellectual, but I thought she was being kind of catty with it. It's like a whatever. But really, that's legit what an entanglement is.
She
like,
made it
it's
sound
actually...
so cool.
Right! Like, it was so...
She made you feel okay about it.
Right! I never heard somebody actually use that in a sentence. Like,
got into an entanglement.
And it was funny how Will was like, a what? Like, he wasn't even ready for that. And then she was like, he was like a relationship. A relationship. I was like, you should have said that from the beginning. It was a relationship.
That part right there told me that this wasn't her first go round with entanglements.
But aren't they? My whole shit is, aren't they in an open marriage? Low key, they be doing some weird shit.
Supposedly.
Right. I mean, I don't want to call it weird. It's not weird. But they be doing their own little thing.
So I'll say this. I think that... So I remember I heard that rumor a million times.
Right? Like, did they ever say it?
So they've never confirmed it, right?
But they didn't deny it.
Will's facial expressions during that whole interview. I was like,
they practiced that. Like,
I don't know, but I'm like, maybe they weren't in an open marriage. Because I'm like...
Yeah, because the way how she was like... Yeah, and she was like, we was going through things and we were separated. Like, she wanted to let that be known that they weren't actually together, per se, at that moment when she did
always
that.
Separated when they get caught up.
Right.
We were together.
So I feel like if they were in an open marriage, it would have just been like, okay, yeah, I did that over there. Like, we didn't need to be separated. We're in open marriage.
And this is my thing. So I know.
So it was confusing.
Next week I gotta get this couple I know in here who are in an open relationship.
Ooh, let's do it.
Talking about it.
I'm with it.
That's interesting.
It's interesting because I always want to hear about it, and there's not a lot of people that I know who have it.
From what they told me, shout out to Danny Boards and Bubbles Boards. They be watching, by the way. So what they told me is big. They're big on honesty, right? So Will and Jada were quote unquote. We never keep anything from each other, right? But they told me it's like, yo, listen, we're always honest. And if we're open about it, we are really upfront about our lifestyle. Because whenever we talk to people, we want them to know, like, listen, we're together,
right? And
what we have is sexually what we have is sexually, but it's nothing. It's not going.
But how do you control that? That's the thing. Because let's be real, sex always changes it. Good, better, maybe not always. But I feel like when you start something with something, like, is it just one night stands? Are you have a fuck buddy that just you don't ever get into a relationship with? Well, like, how does the other person not develop feelings? Well, ever.
I just know. So for their instance,
we gotta bring them in.
We
gotta bring them in. I got questions.
They'll give.
I'm with it.
So
okay.
I just know, like, in Jada and Will's instance, I feel like
they're just open and honest.
I think for August they took advantage of him because
I don't want to say they though, because I don't feel like Will was really involved in it.
Let me not say that.
Yeah,
let me correct.
Because I think she was in a dark place, and I feel like she used that opportunity to get in an entanglement. But she used her words.
But I've heard her say. There's a lot about this episode that I was like, I caught a lot of bullshit from before she even did
that. I mean...
So she used that line, that same, I was in a dark place, on one of her first or second episodes of Red Table Talk.
See, I haven't watched all of them, but yeah.
So when they first started, I tuned in. So, when we first
I love it. Yeah. I just haven't. Yeah, so I don't remember that one.
She was like, yo, listen, with me and Will, when he proposed to me, when we got married that day, I cried going down the aisle. She was like, I was miserable for months and months and months. And I was in a dark place. I got out of it, and I found out I had to love myself. Like, she said all this, and then she pretty much just reiterated.
So you saying, okay, like, she's using the same excuse again for something else.
Like, how many times you going to be... Like, every time I'm in a dark place, that means I'm going to go have sex with somebody?
I mean, but you don't know... The thing is, you don't know what she was in a dark place about, if that's the truth. Like... What was Will? I mean, we never talked about Will. Like, why was she actually in a dark place? Like, Will seemed content, like he fucked up.
I don't like that.
So how do you know?
See, this is what, for me, I don't like that.
What, tit for tat?
It's that I feel like that's a bailout for her. Because
it is.
When it comes, I feel like when it's vice versa, right? And
right.
I don't want to sound sexist. Mm-hmm. But when it is vice versa, Like when Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
Okay.
Nobody said, well, what did Beyonce do to Jay? Right? Everybody was just like, he's wilding. Like, he got Beyonce. He's wilding. Like, he his family.
But not everybody's the same. But people take shit differently.
But I've heard a lot of people with this now say, like, well, what did Will do? Well, I'm like, well, and I'll say this. I'm a victim blamer. I'm guilty to say this. So I understand that thought process.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it was right.
Yeah.
But how can you tell somebody what they're going through and how to react to it? Like, I'm not saying he cheated, but that's the impression I got from the way how he was acting with the whole experience. It looked like he probably went somewhere and did something, probably wasn't honest, maybe. And she was like, all right, well, if you doing your thing, then I'm going to do my thing. And that may not be a tit for tat. It's kind of just a statement where, okay, so we're in this. We're not going nowhere. But if you want to step out, okay, I've been miserable for months. I'm going to do my thing.
But see, all right, and this is the thing. If it was that, right? Because I do think, I remember them saying that no matter what, they're going to be in the marriage together.
She was like, you could be mad down the hall, and I'll be mad over here, but we going to be in here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I understand. Well, I don't understand.
All right.
I hear it.
I acknowledge.
I acknowledge what she said. But that ain't my lifestyle, right?
No, I get you. It's not mine either. But it's theirs.
It's theirs. And I understand. But what I'm just, it's hard for me is, I think what bothered Will a lot too was, not only did she have sex with somebody else, right? It's, you had sex with like this kid who came in and quote unquote was very sick.
Not quote unquote. He's very. Have you seen the documentary?
No. Sickle cell. Yeah, but he has also mental issues.
He has mental issues.
When I say quote unquote,
but yeah.
Let me be right. Listen. Mental health is huge, and I'm not saying quote unquote like he wasn't sick.
No, yeah.
My thing was, you're sick and you go get help from Jada Pinkett Smith, who's not happy herself in her relationship.
But maybe she didn't wear those colors.
But this is the thing. But August is somebody who suffers from being just left. Yeah. He has abandonment issues.
Yeah. Hands down.
If you're Jada Pinkett Smith and you said what you said, I don't care. We're not leaving each other. Yeah. But I'm gonna fuck with this kid. And I'm gonna leave him anyway. Right. You take advantage of him.
Oh, hands down. I'm agreeing with you. Hands down.
So that's what she was like. We just wanted to help him. Like, stop saying that.
Yeah. There was no other way for her to say it. Like, she's not gonna say I took advantage of this nigga. So I'd really rather her just like make a tweet and just say I acknowledge all the rumors and just keep it pushing rather than doing the red table talk. Ew. I think the red table talk, I knew it was gonna, because I know how they are. That's how they would come. But she definitely took advantage of him. But I don't know why she decided to look anywhere else. There's got to be some underlying issues that they have. Hands down.
So this is what I said too. First of all, this is weird for many reasons, because the reason why he got into the house is because of Jada Smith and Willow Smith.
Yeah.
So
the kids kind of brought him along,
they brought
him
into the family, kind of.
But I also feel like you don't know,
mom, you fucking my friend.
No, but it's like but when you say like when she took him in, I felt like it probably was like, all right, well, this is my friend, he's going through a lot. I feel like people do look at Will and Jada as like the perfect people, and they got it all together, and even though they're fucked up, they're intellectual and they could break shit down to you. So I feel like why would she not embrace him? I don't think she came in like, oh, this nigga dumb cute, let's fuck this nigga tonight. I think it was more like, okay, and then whatever now that's where she fucked up, because what you mean?
I think that was premeditated. He came in, she said, oh, I'm gonna help this nigga.
She might have.
That's the vibe I got.
But I think she seems like they seem like a family that embraces people though. Like I've heard them helping people along the way, or people like confiding in them and shit like that. I feel like they're not gonna be like, oh, August, oh, this nigga made like 2 songs. I don't know this nigga. Nah, fuck that nigga. I feel like they are the type to talk with people and embrace people. So I don't feel like she intentionally was like, yo, where your friend at? Yo, bring him over for tacos.
Yo, because for me, it's weird. Because
But she did take advantage.
Because my thing is, if my friend needed some mental help, right, and I'm Jaden. Like, if my mom was like, yo, me and him's gonna go to the BT Awards together, I'm like, what are you doing?
Dad's over there.
Yeah. Dad's there, and I'm coming too, mom. What are you like, when you see the pictures of him holding her like this, I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Right.
Put your arm on her shoulder like
But were they really like friends? Like, they're friends, but their age gap is a lot different. It's not like they grew up in the fucking playhouse.
But it's a lot closer than Jada and it was
hands down.
I think August might be like what 26, 27 now. I think Jada's like 23, 22.
With Jada, Willow.
Jaden.
Jaden.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're like.
It's probably not that far. Like, I guess I don't know. Who the fuck know? Nobody don't know except for the people that's in that goddamn house. What happened?
But back to your point, saying
you know,
I think I agree with you where you said their issues are to me they're a deep rooted issues in that household for me.
They are.
From what I see, because,
and I think they embrace that. They say that they have problems.
Yeah, but I don't think it's so. For me, I feel like they know how to turn it on and off. Like when they're in front of people, and
as a public figure, you have to, bro.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that, but what I'm saying is they're not 100% real with their problem. Like I don't think they really fuck with each other like we think they do.
They probably don't, but who created that narrative? The people. They only show you what they want you to fucking see. Whatever's going on behind closed doors, that's for them and their business. As a public figure, you gotta protect some part of you.
No, of course.
So you can't just every time, Will cheats, I can't be like Twitter, like, oh, fuck my husband, that. You can't do that.
No, I'm not saying that. I just think.
So I think like you think like they paint a picture and portray it as something other than what it is.
The best way I can. And did you ever see Why Did I Get Married?
Yeah, it's my.
And Why Did I Get Married too?
Yeah.
All right. They remind me of Gavin and Janet Jackson. Like that, they portray to be perfect, but their shit is really not really.
But I think that's not a problem. I feel like people show you
the husband dies.
No, he does, and but that's the way they chose to live their relationship. You can't tell people how to live. You know what I mean? Like you can't be like, oh, y'all need to forefront everything. People are painting whatever picture they want. Assumption is based on how you take it. I'm putting out what problems I have and whatever extra shit. That's what I don't want to share.
Absolutely. But I'll tell you.
I feel like I don't have to.
That's true.
And now, if I'm a public figure, that's even more of a reason to keep a lot of my shit in. Your whole life is already. As soon as you step outside, people is clicking.
Yes, but this is the thing about for me with them when it comes to keep the same energy. And I love the Smiths. So anybody watching this, I don't want them to be like this guy. Who does he think he is?
I'm defended because I love the Smiths.
No, I love Jada.
But she did some fuck shit.
Yeah, if I could meet them, I would love to like.
Hands down.
Happy. I'll be a group almost a groupie for them like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But.
No, it's just how you feel.
I just feel like they have the red table talk, right? And whenever so this is why I didn't like about the episode. Mm-hmm. So whenever anybody has any issues, Jordan Woods is relatively private, I would say. She's not a public person, but I mean she does.
She was just Kylie Jenner's best friend. That's literally what she was.
When people have problems, they dig into their issues for 45 minutes to an hour deep.
But I think that I mean, well, one that's for views
with Willow and with the grandma.
But it's for views. It's the whole point. If you interviewing somebody here, you trying to dig down deep and get them to talk.
Yeah, but if something happens with me and that shit goes crazy, like people want to know. I'm gonna do a regular episode. Same people who's here. We can get. Like,
but I don't have to if I don't want to.
Listen.
You don't have to.
But then why speak about it?
Because I can speak about what the fuck I want to.
Cause my thing,
and let you make the assumption of what you think is going on.
See, that's what irritates. That's
why.
What makes that's the part I didn't like.
I do feel you.
Because I'm like,
but I
if you go and tell it, if you got, hey, I think some healing needs to happen. How? How you gonna heal from something? You telling that you giving us half-ass? Oh well, we got in an entanglement and I was in a dark place.
Because she literally spoke on what was already out. All she did was just explain her side of what was out. She didn't add any extra. She didn't say they had shared videos. She didn't say there was a sex tape maybe. She added no extra hints other than explaining her version. Huh?
There probably is.
Probably is wild shit. She's not gonna bring it out because she don't want to talk about that. It's not out already.
Like you want to really get the views, you should have had August there. You should have August there. You should have Willow and
but
Grandma
that's
there.
messy and corny. That's messy. The whole thing would sound like a publicity stunt, even though it was.
Well, for August it definitely was, because now he has an album coming out.
Album came out.
It dropped already?
Yeah, Friday. Yo,
he had a docu. Did you see the docu?
I didn't see it yet.
Y'all should watch the docu.
Is it good?
And then revisit it. I mean, I don't know if it'll change it. It's amazing. It I never looked at, other than I knew he had shit going on, and I thought he was a pill popper. And you know what? He was, but there was a reason why he was a pill popper. You know what I mean? He passed out on stage, got hooked on perks, and that's how he got in that vibe. And then his sister died, his brother died.
Yeah, I know he
adopted the kids. His story is fucking bananas. And it's so raw. It's in New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know if it's New Orleans. I can't remember the city. But I don't know if it's New Orleans. It might be another part of Louisiana. But wherever it is in Louisiana, it was raw. It was, you could tell he grew up there. You know, some people, they'll come back to their hood and it's the hood will come out because you famous, but they don't really fuck with you. Mm-hmm. These niggas was, everywhere he went, niggas was yo, what's up, nigga? You could tell it was genuine. Mm-hmm. I was just yo, this nigga's been through some shit. Everybody should really fucking watch that. I think it's 5-6 episodes.
Was it on Netflix?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
It's just posted on his YouTube. I don't even know. I call it a docu, but it's just series of different episodes.
I'll check it out.
It's dope. And I feel when you see that, if people who don't know August, mm-hmm. I feel he really tapped into him and why he was the way he was.
So I have another question pertaining to this. Mm-hmm. So this is where I feel
well, Chip do that. I know. So crazy about to come out.
No, this is what I just feel I had a really, really good discussion with Lula about marriage and finances and how important that is.
What? I want to say that's my man. I want to tell you right now that's my man.
That's the car outside?
That's probably, yeah.
I'm pulled up with 7 speakers in this car. Yo, what the hell we got?
This guy is out of control.
The sound system is crazy.
It sounds like it's the 40/40 Club. Yeah. And it be on 10. It ain't even on 30.
Yo, we inside. Doors closed, locked, away from the door. You still hear that. That's nuts. But yeah, so I was saying, where was I? Oh, marriage is, finance is a huge part of marriage, right? So, do you feel the reason why she's yo, we're staying no matter what in this is because the success of Will Smith and how much money they have together compared to because if August was somebody who really made her happy, right? Somebody who, because she was he made me feel good.
That's just the sex is good. That's all that is.
I know it was because she said it was really, really, really. They were really, really, really good friends. They were really, really, really good friends.
She wasn't happy. They didn't fill any void because if it did, that would have came out as should Jada get into a relationship with August? Should she leave Will? That narrative would have been thrown out. I feel it was just her and Will was going through whatever. Maybe he was fucking somebody else and he wasn't having sex with her. She went and had sex with the nigga that was up under her. The kid.
So August was killing it.
Right? And that nigga, you think that nigga was going to be oh, nah, you too old. I shouldn't be fucking my friend's mom. That nigga got up in there. Yeah. What? Jada, this might never come around again. Nigga, I want to take this opportunity. So then, that became her reasoning. It was good sex. That's all. When she realized what it was, I'm not going to leave.
I think it's just crazier. I wouldn't be able to forgive her. I think this thing would be crazy. It's crazier because it's somebody you brought to your home. Somebody Will was yo, what's up? What's good? Yo,
but that's what tells me that they're open.
I can't play ball with you. I gotta fuck your wife later. I gotta keep all my energy for when I fuck your wife later.
Right. I mean, crazy. I don't think it was. I feel they say because at first he was
put a head through the headboard.
He done fucked her
imagine coming out for water in the middle of the night. You yo, what's that going on?
But I don't think it was like that.
Jada.
It probably wasn't even like that though. It probably was. They was in the downstairs part of the crib. Will probably didn't even know what was going on until after.
He probably got a mansion too.
Right. That nigga was on the right. Crazy. She was on the east.
Shout out to Joe Budden. He said that August came down in Will's robe for breakfast.
I don't think so. And if it was, it's because Will probably had a bitch in her robe. I feel like they're semi-open. They just don't want to say it so people don't try to figure out more.
I feel like if they just said it, everybody would be okay. Okay.
But maybe they don't want people to fucking know.
And also, August shouldn't have said anything. He just shouldn't. He should have just known his role. And
right.
And it happened a couple years ago. Like
right. But he's, and I'm pretty sure his manager was like, ooh, that we need. Because then it drew all the attention to him. Yeah. Then his album. So what I did was I watched the docu first, and then I listened to the album, and I enjoyed it so much better because I listened to like the first 3 songs, and I was kind of like, okay, this is some August shit that I kind of expected. But then I watched the docus, and then I really listened, and I was like, okay, it's actually a good body of work.
Okay. I really like the first album testimony, so we'll
yeah.
See.
I thought it was pretty good, but watch the docu first. I think it really that shit had me in tears. Tears.
So after watching this, could you really say to yourself, because Will said, yeah, I could love you through anything. Could you love your spouse through anything? Like
I feel like you can't answer that. I feel like you can only answer that when you're in the predicament. I feel like I'll be saying yes, that's a fabricated yes, because I'm not in it. You don't know shit till you actually go through it. Like,
that's fact.
You go through some shit, then you be like, I was gonna fuck with you, but bitch, I can't handle it, so I'm out. I mean, but that's what differentiates a marriage to just a relationship. You have finances together, you have homes together, you have businesses together, and you can separate, but is expunging all of that we've done worth whatever fuck shit you just did? That I probably did fuck shit too. So then you gotta think.
And this makes me want to shout them out too. Shout out to Will and Jada and all the couples that are together for long periods of time that actually are able to make mistakes and stay together. Because a lot of these, I just look at, these girls that are my age, younger.
Yup. It'd be one thing.
I got a lot of work to do. Yeah,
it'd be one little thing. Oh, nah, I'm out. Instagram, I'm out. Over. Dub.
I don't understand how y'all expect to have this perfect guy who doesn't mess up and be like, yo.
It's because of what we're taught as kids. Whatever they engraved in our fucking heads make us think that this fucking guy is gonna come perfect with the 6-pack and the fucking 6 figures to match on this white horse. He's not a cheater. He never did no fuck shit. He's a real nigga. He could fuck a nigga up. He could have a drink and take you home after. He got the bag. He got a good family. They expect all of that on one. And loyal. And only you. And nothing else. But it's just not realistic. But that's how typically girls look for shit. Because that's what we're told as kids. Like, you need, like, even like my father, as a girl, your father tells you like, yo, you need to make sure a nigga holds your door. He needs to pull out the chair. 4 years in a relationship, do you pull out every chair and every door? Probably try to remember, but I
try to do the doors often. I try to do the doors like, walking the door. Not the car door.
You get that whole door.
On date night, I try to get my back. Don't you touch that door. But
you better talk about it.
We going to Target now.
Nah, you better get your ass to the squad, girl.
The door open, though.
Right.
You better hop in.
But that's the thing. It's like, it's not gonna matter. But to some girls, it's like that shows you're about me or some shit, And if you don't do that, then I don't want you.
I see.
Suave, I'm glad you're back because we missed this female perspective podcast. We definitely missed it.
OD. It was super missed.
And I like playing devil's advocate, so I could not feel completely about that.
Yeah,
I like to put that opposing out. But it's a fact though. I feel like as that for real, like we need to tell, like maybe as kids, I feel like it's hard to say because I'm not a parent yet, so I can't really speak for it. But I feel like as girls grow older, or even guys too, I feel like you should tell them what you like for them, but also the real. Because I think it's almost too fabricated. Like these, it's like, oh, and make sure he don't look like a thug, whatever that is,
Yeah,
right?
yep.
Make sure his pants ain't sagging when he come to see me. Make sure he don't dap me up and he actually says, hello, my name is such and such. I'm dating your daughter. Like, you asking for a lot. And then we meet a nigga and then New York niggas.
Yeah.
You know, and the nigga like, yo, what up, Pops? What's good? And the Pops is like, nigga, what the fuck did you bring in my house? Bitch, I done told you from 5. I want a nigga with a suit. What you brought me? But that's not realistic all the time. Like, you might, but...
I remember my little sister was like 16. Yeah, she used to be like, she's dating this boy in high school. And she used to be like, oh, he's so mature. He want to chill, play ball with friends all the time. I'm like, immature? He can't even call 1-800. Like, he can't call 1-800 number.
Right.
I'm like, he can't play lotto. You want him to be mature? He can't do nothing.
That's the thing. And then these young kids are growing up too quick too.
Yeah, at 16, you're supposed to be immature.
But it's the technology.
Nigga, out.
Nigga, I used to be happy that my baby was on the damn basketball court. Don't be out in them streets, honey. Play some ball or something.
Like, oh, every day after school, he won't play ball with his friends. He don't want to come and watch TV with me. I'm like, what? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do that at 30.
That's that technology. They see in different stuff, so they expecting different.
Yeah, and they hitting the
Yeah, they got the Instagram. Yeah.
That shit right there.
You got yours on?
Hell.
We said that the last time, right?
I would never. I don't do that.
By my friends.
Yo, there's certain things I just don't do as a man. Like, if I tell Shorty, like, yo, I'm out with my boys, I know I have friends that the girls be like, yo, take a picture of where you at and send it to me. Yeah,
we was talking about that the last podcast. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, everybody to each his own. I mean, I feel like that if you allow that, I guess you like it. So, I mean, it is what it is. You like what you like, but But these young kids, they growing up too quick. They be 15 with the full Remy down to the ass. I'm like, girl, I couldn't even wear fucking hoops. Yeah. I don't wear hoops now because my mother used to slap them shits off my head.
See, I want to say something, but I don't want anybody to be like, this guy is the worst.
Talk. It's your pod. Talk.
All right, so.
Talk how you feel.
All right.
He's like, how should I word this?
I want to word this in the best way possible without anybody being like, this guy is not supportive of the LGBT community. This is...
You might want to think about that.
No, all right. So
I might come for you because...
So look, here we go.
Them niggas don't play.
I'm going to say this, and I am so proud of Dwayne Wade as a father, where he's how far he's come, supporting his daughter.
Yup. Hands down. You dropped some shoes today, right?
Yeah, for her.
Yeah.
For her. But they're pretty dope, actually.
They actually are. I actually want those.
So,
yeah.
I was looking at the way that she dresses in some of the photos. And for me, as if I was a father and I'm supporting my son or daughter and their LGBTQ rights and everything, because I think she's 10. I think that the way she dresses is a little bit too, I don't want to use the word flamboyant, I want to say adult for me, because the way I look at it sometimes is if I had a 10-year-old daughter, I wouldn't let my 10-year-old daughter wear some of the things that she's able to wear. And I get it, she's a celebrity, so they're a little more out there.
I just think their mindset is completely open. And they let her be completely herself.
Yes.
And whatever the fuck she wants to put on. I think that's where...
I'm okay with that to a point as far as now be a kid. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So you can be a transgender or you can be a gay, or however you want to be. I'm okay with that. I just think that you should dress like a 10-year-old still. Like, my 10-year-old son, daughter, gay, straight, trans, isn't wearing shirts that are right here, belly shirts. Right. They're not having, my daughters aren't having their nails painted at 10-year-old. At least for me, I don't think.
That's you.
If they do, they're not going to have, like, nails.
Yeah.
They're not going to, the same thing for me is, like, I understand how you feel, but you're still a kid. And I want you to still be a kid. And I'm not, of course, everybody
No, you're not wrong for saying that's how you feel.
Yeah, and
nothing wrong with that.
That's what I want to say.
I understand that. So that's how you would parent your own kid. Yes. You're taking it as if that was your situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not wrong for feeling like that. I think that they completely allow her to be like when I was young, my mother was so like almost overprotective. Like I had all my outfits on the bed. Like when I woke up, she would create my outfit. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I was wearing. And I used to just be cool, whatever. I never cared about that. Yeah. I used to want to go outside. Like just put it on me. Like I'm trying to get out. Like, but I think again with these new generations and them being so open, as soon as you try to close them and tell them what to do, they feel like they're not being themselves. So I think his or their approach, because he's married, their approach must be to just, you want to wear that? You wear whatever the fuck it is. And I get what you're saying, because you don't want to make it seem as though you're directing what you can and can't wear. Yeah. But to an extent, choose from the kids section.
Yeah, exactly.
I get you.
But in general, do you think that's the right message we're sending our kids, honestly? If we're like, yo, you know what, wear whatever you want and be gay, straight.
It may not be right or wrong. It's just their preference of how they want to parent their kids.
Because at some point we got to teach our kids that they're our first impressions in life. And you can't wear everything you want to wear forever.
You can.
You can.
You just wouldn't want that for your child.
You can if you are your own boss.
Oh, okay. But these young kids are making themselves bosses. They're creating their own fucking lanes now.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and I love that about them.
Yeah.
But all of you guys are gonna be bosses.
Facts, but that's what they see, and they think that it's accessible.
Oh, but that's what I'm like. If you are your own boss, your own business, your own brand, hey,
yeah,
more power to you.
I understand what you're saying.
Look realistically.
You're like, at some point you need to work in an office or something and you can't wear that.
Yeah, because
but see, that's why. But you see, it goes towards the point where if that's how we all thought, there still wouldn't be anything more going on. There's LGBTQI. I don't even know all the acronyms. They're adding because somebody stepped out and said, I don't want to feel like that. I want to be labeled like this. Then they're like, okay, how many people agree? Okay, cool. Now you can't not hire me because I have braids in my hair.
No, I think that's
because I have locks. Because you have a fro. Corporate office back in the day, you could not walk in an interview with your hair like that. You would have had to cut your hair low, and that beard would have had to go.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that somebody said, you can't tell me how to put my hair or what color I should wear, whatever the case is, they're allowing certain things now. Especially, I say corporate because I'm in corporate, but corporate, they got a girl at my job that wears her fro is like this big, bro, like 70s. It's all her, and then this shit is like light brown, and she wears it out every fucking day. I know when my grandmother was working in my office, you could never do that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I feel like in a way, yes, like I feel you because you're looking at it as a parent for your kid. Mm-hmm. But in the same breath, if no one ever stepped out and said, why is a skirt's length determine whether I'm a hoe or not? Or how you should fuck me? Or if I should be raped? Right?
Yeah.
Why is it that a little cleavage is saying, fuck me now? Right? If no one ever said that doesn't mean that, we'd still be in the same era.
Well, that's it.
So I feel like these kids, in a way, is making statements to break barriers,
and I'm all for that. Like, of course, but there are some styles that are being done. And I'm just like, I don't know if that's a good one. So,
and like, I mean, you're entitled to feel like that.
I think just for example, what's off the top of my head, I remember my little brother wanted to buy, the vests that are like bulletproof vests.
Oh, when those was out, yeah. Everybody had them shit on.
My mom wouldn't let my brother get that.
And
she was like, "Listen, I understand.
Okay, that's a good one.
Trendy and wanting to break barriers and all that, but she was like, but you have to make it home. right?
Right.
When these white people walk out the door and see you and you have a bulletproof vest on and you're driving a decent car and you're a 6'2", dark-skinned black kid and you're a handsome kid, and as soon as they see you, they fear you. Mm-hmm. Once they see a bulletproof jacket, you
don't even need all that for them to fear you, but all that's extra.
All that extra. But she's like, right. You get out the car with a bulletproof jacket, they think you're a drug dealer instantly. Mm-hmm. They think you're... So that's what... That's
a good example. That's a good example. See, and I think that goes to not saying whether it's right or wrong for anyone else. It's just that is not okay for everyone is entitled to parent their children however the fuck you want to. So I think it's just not a matter of whether... I don't think it's right or wrong. I think there's just a gray area. And I think it's just how you want to parent your kids. Mm. There's things I see... I have a lot of kids in my life. I see people parent their kids and I'm like, oh, I would never do that. Ooh, honey. I don't got no kids yet. Mm-hmm. But when I do, you plan like how you should be at some point. If you want kids, you should be planning like, okay, I don't want my kid past 10 o'clock going out. Mm-hmm. I don't care that you're open and you want to be out at the club at 16. Yeah. You need to be in this house by 8.
I'm with you.
That doesn't mean that somebody that does that is wrong. It just means that that's just the way you parent. Mm-hmm. That ain't the way I parent.
Mm-hmm. Respect it.
Yeah.
And we got the parent talking. Oh, we ain't even parents yet. Oh,
that's that godparent. I'm telling you. Shit. Them god kids, I know. I be seeing.
That's uncle talk right there.
Listen, nieces. But you're not wrong to feel how you feel and to talk about it. It should be talked about. That's how you determine whether. You gotta look at shit like that. You can't just look at it and be like, oh, okay, whatever. It's like, no. What if I have a kid and my kid is transgender? Yeah. Do I want her, if he wants to be labeled her or him, to be dressing like this? Mm-hmm. I actually don't. So I would say, but it's also like that's another thing. You don't have to be in that moment. Yeah. I don't think you could even plan for that. It's just gonna be if it come. I think you just go, and I think that's the way Wade does it. I think it just came and he was like, okay, and she do the belly shirts, okay, and I think it's just like, okay.
I think Gabrielle
of course.
With
and I love that he matches her. He's starting to do weirder shit. He was always kind of weird. He's my favorite player.
He does.
He always kind of weird shit with the way he dresses.
He does that just to keep her.
But he makes her feel. Yeah, it's like he does the weird shit with his hair now. The Dennis Rodman shit. Now it's matching her. Like I feel it because it's like, yo, this is my shorty. Like it is what it is. I'm with her. Like
it's a fact.
I'm let it be known.
That's a fact.
I can't knock it.
Let's change gears a second.
Yeah, we was talking for a minute.
I ain't gonna front. I love when it flows.
Right.
Nick Cannon just got fired.
Oh,
Wild 'N Out just got canceled. Nick Cannon just got fired.
Wild 'N Out didn't get canceled. Revolt about to pick up Wild 'N Out. You think Diddy don't never be in nobody comments? Diddy said swoop. Yep. He come to my side, brother.
So let's give him some context before we get to
that. Yeah.
So
I was hyped about that.
No. So I want to talk about that too. So Nick Cannon got fired from Viacom because of some comments he made on the podcast. Not sure about the name of the podcast. So just do your Googles if y'all know.
Let me not even try I can't remember. Honestly, I didn't even know Nick had a podcast. It makes sense.
Nick has a radio show. He has a podcast.
I don't know where I've been.
He said, I don't know if it was his podcast or
yes. You know what? Let me not speak.
I know.
I think it is.
He's pretty much made some comments pretty much saying how white people are... I don't want to say devilish. He used the word devils. But they fear black people just because of everything we've been through and the fact that we're still here. You guys,
which I think is 100% true.
You guys beat us. You guys lynched us. You guys took away our rights.
And they're still doing it.
And you're trying to
and
do
we're
it now.
Still here.
We're still here. We're still surviving. We're
still flourishing.
We have more rich black people in America than ever now. And we're trying. And we're striving. Not trying. We're striving. And white people fear and hate that is pretty much what he said. Mm-hmm. And
they like to be on top always. So the minute there's, any kind of, them niggas is actually nah. Yep. Let's do something else. We got to get it back. And that's what it is.
So what's something? You guys got to go to college to get here? Or you guys go to college? All right, cool. Now you have to have a letter of recommendation from this person. And this, and you have to have this amount of credits and this certificate to do it. That's all the things to keep black people from getting it. Uh-huh. So, Nick Cannon. So Viacom fires Nick Cannon for that. Mm-hmm.
For his comments
for his comments. And Diddy wants to now. He's like, yo, come to Revolt.
I love Revolt.
But the only thing is, so right now I think Nick is fighting for the rights to Wild 'N Out because technically he wrote the show. It's his show.
Yeah, but they, them contracts and fine letters, fine print.
Yep.
They got them other little clauses up in there.
Yep. And but what I did see, which is dope, but a lot of the cast members were like, "Yo, listen, if you're not here, then we're not coming back."
Oh yeah,
and Wild 'N Out was gonna be trashing out a lot.
He made a way. Honestly, I'm not that big of a fan of Wild 'N Out. I kind of, for me, it's a little on the corny side now. Mm-hmm. That's just my opinion. But I watch it because I know what he's trying to do, and all he does is bring comedians, bring artists from like B Simone, V. DC Young Fly, Kevin Hart. There's so many of them. Like Kevin Hart probably would have made it anyway, but them other ones, they was only cute on Instagram. Like, would they really got a shot at anywhere had not been for that platform? Yeah, and then probably being a little corny.
That's true.
And then actually now they got books, they got shows and other.
They all have their own.
Just because of that, because you doing a stupid corny joke, like what? It's not even real comedy. It's just
improv.
Like like he made a way for them.
He's built so many careers. So a lot of them are like, yo, we're not doing this. I think Viacom made a huge mistake.
Hands down.
And
I think that was so quick that they wanted to do that.
It was too
quick. It was. You didn't even let. It was 72 hours. Did you even get to the boss?
Y'all didn't.
Who made this decision?
Y'all didn't really meet with anybody of
color.
That showed me there's nobody of color in the room.
No, it was a unanimous decision.
And if you
put out that statement,
if you just look at what Viacom has right now, MTV's pretty trash. BET's pretty trash. Nickelodeon's pretty trash. What's that? Cartoon Network, pretty trash. All the things that they own.
I didn't even know they owned everything.
All the things,
they owned about fucking everything.
Those are pretty whack channels.
Yeah.
VH1, pretty bad.
Whoa.
Let me tell you why.
VH1 is my shit.
Let me tell you why. So I'm telling you why it's going to be an issue for now. Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink. All those shows. And if Nick Cannon does what I think he does, those shows go to those networks.
Yeah.
So all the cast from Love and Hip Hop, Black Ink, all those shows are, even while now, were sadly underpaid.
Viacom
doesn't pay the people on the show very much. Like,
no.
Love and Hip Hop's, people make maybe $1,500, some of them $1,500, $2,000 an episode.
Yeah.
They're not making bank.
But it's not for them to make bank. Like, at least for Viacom, that's how they're looking at it. From a business standpoint, you about to get on the show and then your career should fly. You should. If you use it right, the way Cardi did, career flew. So that's what they looking at it as. Oh, I'm just giving you this platform. So I'm just paying you for you to be here. Start some shit, bring some views, and then you go and make your career. I feel like that's what people use Love and Hip Hop for now.
Yes, but there's the number of them that are on the show. Like, I feel like 95% of them are on the show and nothing happens.
Yeah, but whose fault is that?
Well, a lot of it is, if you look at who's on it, it's like, bro, their time is expired. They made music, they made pop music in 2010. I hear nothing from them since, or 2005. Yeah. You can't expect them to just pop back up.
Well, they the ones that be getting the money.
They are. But I just feel like there's some of them that, like Erica Mena doesn't really need to be on that show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but people want her.
She could just start a YouTube channel.
She probably does that already, but people want her, like, they are, because I've been watching Love and Hip Hop from Jim Jones and Chrissy, right? Like, first of all, Jim and Chrissy, no, they had to pay them out. Chrissy and Jim is who made that show what it was.
Yeah, for sure.
And they fucked her up.
Chrissy started with Mona Scott?
Yeah, it was Chrissy and Jim. Chrissy and Jim were the stars of Love and Hip Hop. Mm-hmm. They, obviously Jim brought on Jewels. He had Kimbella start beef, and then Cam and Ju. Yeah, well, Cam wasn't with Juju at that point.
But I know he was in a couple episodes. Though.
Yeah, he wasn't really on it, but
Bad Emily.
Yeah, so it was a vibe. But people, like, when I watched Love It, the last one they just put out that they brought them back, I was in love with it because you fall in love with those characters. Like, that's what you watch the show for. I'm not watching the show for anything else. I watch the show because I fuck with Chrissy. So when they brought her back, it's like, oh shit, the views is going up. So you fall for whoever. A lot of people fuck with Erica. She crazy as shit, but they fuck with her. A lot of people fuck with Safari.
I know, OD. I like.
So him just being on it,
but do
you get a ratings.
But do you, as a viewer, watch it?
Oh, I do.
No, I'm saying now with what happened.
Oh, well, it's not. It's not really on because of COVID, or it wasn't, and I kind of fell off. So I don't know.
Because now you see the value of you, like.
But me, you got to keep the same energy, right? So if I do that, I've got to look at every fucking show because I didn't even know they had everything already. I thought they only had like a couple things. These niggas got BET. Like, now I got to reevaluate because there's a lot of things I watch other places. I can't knock out and just be like, I'm not supporting just Love and Hip Hop, but I'm going to keep watching Black Ink.
No, I'm saying or none of those shows on.
But I got to look at what they got. And if I'm watching it, I don't know how to answer that. I didn't think about that.
Because for me, if I'm Nick Cannon, it's to me.
Wait, you personally or Nick Cannon?
If I'm Nick Cannon.
Oh, then hell no.
No, not if you're Nick Cannon. I'm saying. I'm saying a whole new sense.
I was like, what?
A whole new sense. If I am Nick Cannon, because Air Puff wants you to come to Revolt, I don't go to Revolt because I feel I'm not going to Revolt. I feel like Nick Cannon has been in the TV industry for longer than I feel like Puff has. Mm-hmm. So Nick Cannon knows what it takes to run it. I would just start my own network. Nick Cannon has the he has the capital. He has the knowledge of television. He has all the media he has. There's nobody out right now probably better to start a channel than Nick Cannon.
Starting a channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, he might do that. But I don't knock Diddy for just putting it out there. Like, nigga, you can come to our side. We black over here.
Oh, yeah, no. I don't knock him at all. I'm not saying.
Oh, yeah. You mean if he should take the deal or not?
Yeah, I'm saying because.
I mean, it depends. What numbers is he talking? He knows that Diddy's about money at the end of the day. Yes. Diddy's a businessman. Diddy sees dollars. If I bring Nick Cannon in a Revolt, that's going to be fucking headlines, nigga.
That's a huge
And this nigga could ask for whatever the fuck he wants. And it's already set up. Plus, Revolt needs some shit because Revolt's great, but
they need a lot. They don't have any shows. They don't have
right. So like, you don't know what number and if it's already up, and I could help build some black shit, and he probably could have his own shit now, where it's like he's doing every fucking thing. Just make my shit lit. Like, just come over here and make it lit. He's basically doing himself, and then him doing it with Diddy. It's iconic. You could do it yourself too. He could. He has money. It ain't like he broke.
Yeah, he got.
Nick Cannon got bread.
Nick Cannon got money.
He could do it, but if it was me just jumping off without being in the industry, I would dead jump with Diddy because I know he'll be paying top dollar.
The only reason why I think I'm Nick Cannon and I do my own channel is not only for Wild 'N Out, the amount of first of all he owned it. Didn't he earn Nick at Night or what? He owns Nick at Night right now.
Does he?
Yeah.
I gotta look up his credentials. I can't
talk.
I didn't know.
90s Nick. Remember 90s Nick? Mm-hmm. That was Nick Cannon's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you own I'm not sure if he owns the right to that. So I have to. If you own the right to that and you bring all that stuff to your channel, that's it's crazy.
It is.
You got all the 90s black kids watching the channel automatically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I guess that would be. I feel like it's all happened way too quick. I think he probably need a break. My issue with it was this, right? When I talked about the candlelight thing, somebody DM'd me and was like, "Oh, I was listening to the show, blah blah blah," and I just felt like I didn't really agree with you with the candlelight thing. So I was like, I'm with it. Talk to me. How do you feel? Open me up. Like, open my mind up to something else. And she was like, well, because I feel like you can't judge somebody on what they do on their personal media. And I said, you're right. But at the end of the day, if you're not owning your own shit, you represent something. So you represent Candlelight, whether you wear the shirt on the outside or not. Right now, I represent my corporate company. If I get in a fight and somebody records me and they say, "Ooh, I know that girl. She worked with me down there." I represent my company.
Absolutely.
That's the problem. If you're your own boss and you do your own lashes, then that's your company. But when you work for somebody else, so she was. I said, I agree with you. So I explained that to her, and she was like, "No, I get that, but still." But then in the same breath, they judged Nick Cannon off what he did on his personal. Mm-hmm. He said that on his personal time. He wasn't on your time. Yeah. He didn't stop wilding out and said, "Yo, fuck all the white people in here. Fuck all the white people watching. Fuck y'all." He did it on his own podcast. Yeah. And y'all fired him in 24 hours.
And the people
so
must have been.
What are we talking about?
I'm telling you.
People do what you say on your personal media, what you put out in the world represents you. And if you're working for somebody or around a group, it's like if you say some nut shit or then say some nut shit about underage women or some crazy shit, right? You think Trippy's gonna be like, oh, whoa, nigga, I can't roll with you if that's how you get. You know what I mean? You the company you keep. Mm-hmm. What you mean?
Yeah.
If you a racist, I can't rock with you, and I'm not shopping where you shop. I might not find all of them right away. Yep. I'm gonna knock them down one by one. That's how I'm working.
Yep.
What you mean?
Nah, it's definitely
it's controversial. Nick Cannon did the same shit.
Whoever DM'd you that must not be paying attention to life, because why do you think so many people who are holding Confederate flags and yelling at Black Lives Matter protests? All those people are getting fired. Why do you think we're fighting?
Thank you.
Hey, this person works at FedEx.
Talk to me.
This person works at UPS.
What you talking about?
You want them fired because look at what they did on their personal.
And they be like this. They be like, oop, going, oop, because they have to, because you represent the brand. Yeah. So the minute you do that. That was like the guy that worked at Taco Bell, and he had the Black Lives Matter mask, and the manager was like, you can't wear it. It's just what it is. It's company policy. People stop fucking with Taco Bell because that manager that stood by that, which she was just doing her job, but she's standing by that. You stand with them niggas. So I'm leaving because I don't fuck with that, and you telling me you stand with it. Now we don't fuck with Taco Bell. That's how it works. That's the way the world works. What you put out is what people view you as.
That's a fact.
Plain and simple.
That's a fact.
So how come, if that's the case, why was Nick Cannon? I just thought of that just now.
I just want to know
why was he fired so quick? Y'all niggas y'all was waiting for something to go on. And then when they talked about, let's talk about the commercials.
Which one?
They brought out a statement that said, because his long ass fucking response, that shit was long.
Oh, I read it.
I couldn't read the whole thing.
He pretty much said, you guys, I can't believe. Like, he's like, listen, I was part of the Viacom quote unquote family.
Yeah, he listed all his credentials.
For 20 years.
Yeah.
I've helped start tons of shows for you guys.
Yeah, but he brought up about the Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor, yep.
Right? And then they clapped back and said, we didn't put the commercials in because the show that was airing was Revenge Prank. And they felt like, which is a marketing strategy, you build the commercials around what's airing. So they said, well, in a way, but they said that because the commercials are so serious, they didn't want to deter the message by playing a revenge prank show and then having serious commercials. How you feel about that?
So it depends, because it depends on what slot time the person bought. So like because I'm not sure if it was Nick Cannon's commercial or somebody, whoever. It
doesn't matter. Whoever's it is. It was just it was their decision whether to air it or not air it during that show.
Well, if I'm the person that paid for that commercial to air at this slot time, I'm upset. Because I'm like, well, listen, I don't care what's on. I'm going to get this message out. Yeah, we can joke around and everything all day, but guess what, guys? This isn't over. Mm-hmm. Like, we're not forgetting about this. So for me, I'm not mad. Even if it was like, oh, you know what? Fuck, it's a comedy show in between.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many times I've watched shows, I watched Fresh Prince and the ASPCA commercials come on? Does that mean I don't care about animals because I'm watching a comedy show? No, I'm still
talking shit.
Come on, man.
Talking shit, bro.
Man.
Talking shit, bro.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
facts. That's a valid. Because when it came with that, at first I went into the little I do know of marketing, and I know in some ways they strategically try to do that, but then I was like, but nah. Like, nah, there's ways you could have made that happen. Like, whether you do one in the beginning and do a long commercial and then one at the end and do a long one and send it on and off or something, but for you to say just none at all, like,
Viacom has been
you dubbed that.
Viacom has been playing Martin in all these shows, and in between they've been playing the Stay Home, the whole COVID. Then
they do the St. Jude's with the cancer. Right, you're right.
So I'm like, you guys do these commercials all the time during funny shows.
You're right.
So don't do that now.
Ooh.
That's a bullshit
excuse. That's a good one. Hell yeah. Damn. I knew it was a bullshit, but I was kind of like, what they trying to really get at by really putting that out? I think whoever they have like making these statements is completely out of control. Like they're saying way too much, way too quick. Like they need to reevaluate.
No, it's what happens when people are ignorant and people don't know. You know, I think one way, and I say, you know, I'm just gonna argue with you anyway, even though you're right.
Even though you're right, right.
Like through this whole pandemic, I've realized, and especially like, you know, Trump supporters and all these all lives matter people, is I realized, yo, they're very one sided, and you can't argue with them because they don't listen, they don't hear you. They don't give a fuck. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just you can explain to them, yo, listen, dog, all lives can't matter. It's a blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But they're not gonna hear you. They think one way. People are very one-sided, and I've learned that. And I was like, yo, it goes in business as well.
Yep.
In corporations, it goes with that as well.
I just was really shocked on the time frame. I did not know they were gonna respond that quickly. And that's
like, just because you're running, I want people to know this. And just because you're running a corporation's Twitter, Instagram, or any of that, these are regular people, and sometimes these people aren't the smartest people. I
don't know why they would put those people to be in charge of those things.
I want people to realize that. And most of the time, people running social media are like 50, 60 years old, and they're not down with the times. Like I don't want people to know that.
But why?
Because
they think because of their age, they're more.
Corporations are. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter. I can be the best person on social media, right? Mm-hmm. The best person, and I apply for a social media job, but I don't have any technical experience from working for another company. They won't hire me. They're gonna hire the old guy who's been there, has been at another job, and he quote unquote has experience. But you know what? He doesn't really know nothing. He doesn't know about how to use Instagram to its full potential like I do. Right. He doesn't really know how to use Twitter to its full potential like I do. But they're just gonna keep him there because hey, you know what? This guy has quote unquote experience. That's why it's a lot of jobs like that. That should be irking
me. Oh Lord.
Yo, you ever went somewhere and you're like, yo, this person's too old to be at this job. They really need to job. That's how it is.
Right.
That's how it is in these companies when you try.
And that just goes to weed out the quote unquote uneducated, right? Because it goes with college degrees, right? Like you go somewhere, you could be fully capable to do this fucking job, and you could have experience in it. And because you don't have a degree in that field, they're not taking you. Mm-hmm. And then you have somebody who got a degree in that field, but all they have is a degree. Mm-hmm. And you're putting them in that position before me when you know in your heart that I'm capable, but maybe I couldn't afford college.
So like,
right?
Exactly. Yep. Go ahead.
I couldn't afford college.
Because
the fuck?
This is the reason why I always say I started this podcast. So I've always wanted to be a radio host, right? Mm-hmm. At first I was like, I really want to be a radio host.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, so in order for me to be a radio host, right, or a television host, you need experience. But you can't get experience if you don't let me get experience.
That's the way it is.
I'm like, yo, all right, you know what? I'm going to do this on my own. And I used to listen. I'm not even going to say the names of these people because I don't want this to take away from my future job. Mm-hmm. I used to listen to these people on the radio, and I'm like, these people don't have... Like, there's a lot of people on the radio that can't form an opinion. They can't speak.
Oh my God, I say it all the time.
And on television. And I'm like, yo,
I hate
I watch shows, I'm like, they give you the same generic answers that are supposed to be.
Yeah, and it's all like scripted. There's no, like, tell me what you feel like. Like, what are you thinking? Like, that's why, like, you know, well, y'all really listens to Joe Budden podcast. Like, when it airs, he is playing it right away. Mm-hmm. And it should be like 4 hours. I'm like, bro.
I love JDP. I'm a JDP viewer myself.
Me too. I mean, I'll be listening when he playing it, and I'll be joining in. I don't even know I'm, like, joining in the conversations. But, like, they all have their own opinions. Mm-hmm. And Rory will sit there and be like, yo, Joe, you're wilding. I don't agree with that. And Mo will be like, nigga, you bugging. I agree with that, nigga. And I love that. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody thinks the same. Mm-hmm. Why not talk about it? Why are we listening if everybody just agrees?
Why I love that, that's right. And that's why I love podcasts. Because
most of them are like that. Most of them
podcasts, you're able to do that because I feel like in corporate world, like
you're right on the radio.
Even like there's times when I'm like, yo, you can have an opinion. There's people that are on the radio. That
that's why Charlamagne is as big as he is.
Yes,
DJ Envy just be there. Half the time, he just drops in a couple. I mean, he's a DJ. It's not his job, but sometimes Angela really got her voice, and I feel like now she's able to be like, I don't agree with that. I feel like this, but I feel like before, women do that.
Women, yeah.
And I feel like they put women in those positions to have them just sit there. You know who bothers me? You know what podcast? What I would say?
Go ahead.
What is it called? Academic shit. And Nadeska. I like her, but goddamn, she irks me. Bitch, tell me something. Tell this nigga to shut up. I need this. She irks me, bro. She just sits there, and I get it because she's a mediator, but like, I would have to be like, listen, fuck this job. Nigga, no. I don't agree. Like, talk to me.
I wasn't gonna, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Do it. Talk to me, because that shit irks me.
I knew you was gonna go to this.
You did?
Everyday culture.
Everyday struggle.
Everyday struggle.
Everyday struggle.
I think it was state of the culture. Everyday struggle.
State of culture got rid of girl. Remy don't play.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can't stand DJ Academics.
Oh yeah, but no.
Oh,
you have to understand though. You don't fuck with his views, but you have to understand the reason why he's there. It's the perfect podcast because you have somebody who thinks completely different than somebody else. And that's the best because people fuck with Academics. These younger kids, they fuck with him. He speaks their language. I don't know how he came from Jamaica and came out that way. Honestly, because I really don't know how he got to where he is. But it's genius.
I just think
it's fucking genius.
Yes. I'm all for having different opinions. I just think he is so corny.
He is.
And I tweeted this. I was like, yo.
Who was he at it with the other day?
Everybody.
Was it Pusha? No, he had like something crazy going on.
He had something with Big Mensa before. He had something with Joe. He had something.
Oh Lord, he be doing.
He had something with Nip before. Nip called him.
Yeah, that one pick because you don't mess with my Nip now. You don't mess with my fucking Nip. You could mess with other people.
They all was like.
It was Meek, I think. I think it was Meek, the recent one.
Yeah, I think so. But no, I tweeted it. I was like, yo, I don't understand how y'all really support him. And I'm having such a hard time.
But there's people that fuck with this nigga.
Why?
I don't know, but they think like him. He fucks with 6ix9ine. A lot of people fuck with 6ix9ine. I don't want to bring it up, but it's a fact.
But to me, it's not like...
And he's genius for fucking with the shit that real niggas don't fuck with. Because now the pussy niggas got somebody to look up to. And that's just what it is.
That was a great way to put it. That's
the way it is. There's pussy niggas out there who fuck with this nigga. They just not real niggas, and they needed a pussy nigga to be on the mic.
For me, it's not. For me, it's not even about them 6ix9ine relationship. Fine, you cool with him?
Nah, nigga. You try to look with her, but nah. It's just it stops there. It's everything about him.
I tried to give him a fair chance. I was like, you know what? I watch a lot of interviews with him, and he says a lot. And he's an intellectual.
He's an intellectual nigga though, low key.
He does a lot of corny shit.
Like he definitely does.
Like when they had,
but he can hold the conversation about his corny shit.
But when he had Soulja Boy up there, and he was trying to.
I don't listen to him too much. I don't even know about that.
No, but this is my thing. They had Soulja Boy up there, Everyday Struggle, and they tried to play him because they was like, why do you have so many businesses?
Oh yeah, he had like a game system or something.
That's a horrible question.
Yeah,
like what do you mean? Like, dog, he doesn't want to be a rapper producer forever. He's trying to.
And the thing is, music is the least of money. Yeah, these people make money in all the other shit. Mm-hmm. That's why, like Rihanna, people talk about an album. That bitch don't give a fuck about no music. She about to bring out a whole skincare line.
Oh, she's trying to be.
She don't care like about that. That's the little small dollars. That pay the small niggas.
That's how 50 is.
Yeah, like I'm not about to bring out no album. I already did what I had to do. Y'all know I'm that nigga. That's it.
Let me get up this. Academics. Let's get up.
Yeah, but anyway, Nadeska be pissing me off. She actually makes me more upset than Academics. Because at least he got a fucking voice. She just damn well, okay. Well, what do you think about that?
Who's the other new dude they have on the show now? They have somebody who replaced Joe Budden.
Oh, bro, y'all fuck with him. That's my nigga. He be in Jersey chilling. Like, I see that nigga in Walmart.
I don't know anything about him. I never even listened. I don't even know what Royale would know. I don't have an opinion on him.
Yeah, I think he's cool. I think he was you can't really replace Joe Budden right now. Joe Budden is top podcaster right now.
I think that's why he gets such a. It's hard for me to view him because.
Oh really? I fuck with him though. He says like shit that he just also his voice is very dim. I feel like You needed a Joe. Yeah, because you needed somebody strong to really match academics. Because Nadeska don't do shit. So you just got, like, he's a very subtle nigga. Like, he don't fuck with how academics think, so it makes sense. But he don't got a strong enough voice. Like, Joe's gonna be like, nigga, you are the dumbest nigga I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's mad.
Yeah, like, he's cool. And he's just like, I don't agree with that. You dumb. Anyways, next topic. Nah, nigga, let's talk about it. Like, talk about it.
Get into the
it be pissing me off. That's why I listen to Lip Service, because Lip Service is my shit.
Yo, Angela,
I know you listen to Lip Service. Lip Service is my shit. Man. I don't miss an episode.
Come on, man. Sometimes you gotta listen to the woman.
Yeah. But Angela Yee created her own vibe where that bitch talks almost too much on that. I never heard Angela talk so much in my life. Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
I like her a lot.
But she created a show where there's different females and they all think fucking different. One of them be fucking for money. The other one don't fuck nobody unless she in a relationship. Angela over there barely do anything. And they all got different, so it makes sense. Then they all have a voice. They all talk. Like, they be saying, oh, well, I'm about to fuck this nigga for 100. Who care? Oh, nah, bitch, you're wildin'. I'm not doing that. That's some whole shit. Like, they be...
Yeah, they have that.
Makes conversation.
Yeah, they have that. They have that.
Why a woman gotta be silent on a show? Why she only could be a mediator?
That's what they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
But it only breaks until somebody be like, nah, nigga, let's bring up these views.
Jamel Hill.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jamel Hill in her bag.
In her
bag.
Big bag.
Anytime.
Big Birkin.
Anytime.
What are you talking about?
You want to talk about it? Talk about it. Or she arguing with you.
I like that.
She's debating you.
If you going to talk and you're going to be there, be present.
Yeah. But I'll say this.
Be a fucking news reporter if you're going to just sit there and read shit on the screen.
Yeah.
Anybody could do that.
Fact.
Bring the female. Bring the estrogen, bitch.
Bring it. Yo, women have so much... things that, like, it's just so much, their view is so different from us guys that I think it's important to have.
Right.
And it's important for y'all to be strong.
And it's important to balance a show. Roy, I'll be arguing me.
Like, I like Nessa on Hot 97 too, because she has...
Who?
Nessa.
Hot 90. You know, all I listen to on the radio is Breakfast Club. And that's if that. I don't listen to nothing else. I don't even turn on the radio.
She's Colin Kaepernick's girl.
Nessa. Okay, yeah, I don't know why that didn't click.
Yeah,
she's on the radio?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's on 197 in the afternoons.
Oh my God, well, I need to listen. I didn't know that.
She be in her bag too. There's some
she be in her bag, so I'm not surprised about that.
She's like the only one I think that has a show like she's by herself, like, or she's the head. Like,
that's what I want. That's it. Like, you talk about women empowerment. Talk about it. And if you're not getting the voice, you need to leave that company or tell them, yo, rearrange this contract. I need to be on. Half the time, Jessica's like, yo, I don't even realize she's there. It bothers me so much, yo. It's like it's just a waste of a chair.
Your Suave got to do all the female slander. I can't.
Damn, it pisses me off.
I won't say anything negative.
I'm not slandering her.
I won't say anything negative.
I'm slandering the show
in radio.
Yeah, you better not. They might come for me, but I talk about it if I want to talk about it. And shit, that pisses me off. And the ESPN do the same shit too.
Yeah.
Irrelevant ass girls. Why they there? Just have the niggas up there then. If they're not able to talk, that's stupid. They'd be like, oh, okay, that's how you feel about Kobe. Okay, next. What are we talking about next?
Dens, don't comment or laugh. They got fired.
I don't care. Come for me. I talk about it.
Come for her. They can't come for us.
I talk about it. I don't care. I talk about it. If you gonna be there, talk.
Misogynist and sexist. I say anything.
That's a fact. Don't even laugh, nigga.
Yo, back to academics.
Let's talk about the niggas.
I'll just say,
nah.
I am sorry that I even though I don't like him, I don't condone. I'm not happy that he lost his job at Complex. I think that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they fired him. Complex fired him.
Based on what? What?
I forgot what happened. I forgot.
Recently?
Yeah, they fired him.
So he's not on the show.
No. So I don't know. I don't
See,
know.
Everyday Struggle's just going. They should just cut that.
So
you're on the Nadeska, and then you got the other one. I don't even remember his damn name. Yeah.
I just.
They're gonna have to find an academics nigga
to
replace it. We have two academics in the world. Need more of them. You don't want no duplicate?
Nah, man, we good. All right, real quick, cause we.
We went lengthy, right?
It's all right.
And we was just chatting.
We had good chat.
We just chatting.
I
haven't seen y'all, yo. I haven't had anybody talk. I mean, I talked to my man, but that's it.
Well, yeah.
I can't talk. I work in corporate. I can't bring these kind of conversations up. These people want to talk about sun, weather, and
tell me
beach
about it.
Dumb shit.
Tell me about it when I'm back at work. The conversations I want to have, I'm like,
yeah, and then they be starting low key, and then I'll be like, ooh, I can't get down with you like that. I can't say the wrong thing. Let me get back. Go back in my corporate voice.
HR calling me in the office.
Yeah, it's like when they be. Don't you feel weird because you in corporate? Mm-hmm. Don't you feel weird when like you go in and get coffee or something or tea, and then they start a conversation like, "Hey, how was your weekend? What did you do?" I really want to be like, "Nigga, mind your fucking business. It's 8:30, and I'm not trying to talk to you." Then I gotta be polite. You gotta say, "Well, how was your weekend?"
I hate small talk with people I know who don't care about me.
Right, like, it's so fake.
Like you don't care about me.
You don't give a fuck about what I did. You just want me to ask you how you doing, so you could tell somebody.
Yeah, I'd rather you let's just. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, keep it pushing.
That's it.
No, they be like, oh, and what did you do? Okay, well, I did this with the kids, and I took them to Connecticut, and then we came back, and I just be like, bro.
Then tomorrow they'll ask you how your weekend was because they weren't really paying attention.
Right! You didn't even remember my name. You didn't even know who he was fucking talking to.
No, we had this convo yesterday.
Shit.
That's why one day you gotta hit him. How was your weekend? Fucking dogged out on the couch.
Right, like I wouldn't say some shit like that. I gotta catch myself. We don't do the Henny, baby. We do the Douce.
I'm gonna tell him I'm in the work. Douce. Fucking have some Douce for my girl's head through the headboard.
Right, like
that great weekend.
Right, and then it's quarantine. Nigga, what do you think I did? I was in the house. What were you doing?
How did y'all? We in the Zoom meeting, and it's mad funny. I was in the Zoom meeting, and I signed in, and he saw me there. Was like, "Hey, Trev." I'm like, "What's up? What's up, guys? How are you? How was your quarantine?" I was like, "Nigga, this shit was boring. What do you mean? How was my quarantine? We in the crib.
Right?
We in the crib.
What are y'all doing? That?" And then when I asked them what they're doing, they're like, "Oh, we were in the house too. We just invited over some family." I'm like, "This is what you wanted to conversate about? This?
Just don't say anything.
Right? Just say what up and keep it pushing."
Yeah.
Damn, I need to get that out. Should be irking me sometimes.
Real quick, who y'all got? Snoop or DMX?
I don't know. That's because a real hard one. Yeah, we kind of go with the X just for loyalty or whatever.
Definitely biased, but I'm not sleeping on Snoop.
But Snoop got a catalog. But the thing is, do you really think that they're good verses?
No, because I don't think that anything Snoop.
Thank you.
Snoop's gonna have.
What's the back and forth gonna be like?
Like nothing that for me that Snoop I've ever listened to Snoop has really touched my spirit the way
your nigga spirit, your thug, your in the street spirit.
The energy that DMX brings to a versus is gonna be something that I don't know. Like when Snoop plays sexual eruption.
Oh, he can't play that. He gonna need to leave that. He gonna lose like Fab.
X gonna have to smoke that.
Yeah. I thought Fab and Jada was a bad versus. I love the idea, but they don't have the same. Fab terribly lost. You feel like that? Oh, okay. I know some people was trying to lift up his spirits, but
there was one song that Fab had, which was a whole bunch of features. It was 6 minutes with Cassie and Lil Wayne, and like Fab went crazy. That was the only one where I was like, "Oh, yo, Fab got."
You should have done that in the beginning, bro. Like. He was playing all his love. I'm like, you came to Jada Kiss with that?
He should have.
Jada body, like, he sent him in a body bag,
this is the thing for Fab, I think would have made it close. Because when you are first, right? When you go first, you get to control the narrative of the vibe of the film.
He tried to do the love shit. Didn't he come off the back with that?
He came up with it, but Jada wasn't having it.
But then for the DJ too, the DJ should have been like, nigga. Cause you see when he called Fab over and they was talking for a minute, I was like, okay, he's telling him, nigga, this ain't going right. We gonna need to spin this shit this way to the left.
But it's crazy because even though he played so he didn't play that. Like his best stuff was on Soul Tape. I feel like he didn't play Soul Tape.
He didn't play Soul Tape.
He played Balls Drop was the only thing he played with Soul Tape. I'm like, that's the one you play.
I just don't understand how he would come to a New York battle like that.
He didn't play Lituation. He didn't play. Like if you gonna play a love song, you gotta play Them Slick. If you gonna play that, but he didn't play. And I ain't gonna front. The crazy thing is,
oh my god,
Jada Kiss could have beat like when he played "So Into You." I asked everybody who's watching with me. I was like, if Jada Kiss goes with an R&B song, he has one that's gonna smoke that song, and he didn't play it. if you would have played the Honey joint with
Jada came correct. Jada said, I'm coming straight heat. This nigga had bodies after bodies after bodies. And then this nigga was drunk. And has a whole hashtag for the whole year.
He was having a great time.
This nigga said,
you would have thought it was his birthday party or something.
What?
Violent.
Yo, he bodied him, bro. Like, I think that X is gonna body Snoop. And I don't think it's because Snoop is less of an artist. I think it's because they don't really match. The same as T.I. and 50, I think.
I don't...
Wait, did that happen?
What you think? It's coming like, what is it?
No, they didn't officially do T.I. and 50 yet. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not even set up. No, X and Snoop.
X and Snoop's is set up. But the T.I.
I don't remember the date, though.
The T.I. and 50 is actually, I think, going to be closer than the last.
You think? I don't think so, bro.
No. Cause
their sound is so different, though.
T.I. got hits, though.
Nah, it's not knocking that, but their sound is so different.
I'll tell you this though, I am biased. I'm gonna say 50's gonna win.
He is gonna win.
But I know T.I.
he got shit. He got heat. But I think they should have done T.I. and Jeezy.
Yeah.
Jeezy got heat, and they from the South. They got similar sounds. It would have sounded better. Like, you gonna throw on what? What if 50's gonna come out with Many Men? And what is T.I. gonna come at? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying this to even just try to downplay. You know what it is?
What?
And I think Joe Budden said it the best. The thing with this verses.
Oh, I didn't hear what they said.
So he said Joe Budden said people want to be ranked in the same category as the person that they're challenging. Like T.I. wants to be remembered with the 50.
He did say that in the little thing.
But I think if you look
I get it.
If you think of longevity of career, T.I. has the better career musically. He's been relevant for longer.
So?
Oh, absolutely. Because when I think about it, and I'm gonna say
only in music.
I'm gonna say because only in music.
Only in music. Okay.
Longevity wise, like T.I. has like what 3 really good albums and a couple that was okay. Like he has his body of music he has more body of music than 50 too. 50, but after Give Us Your
Time, but hits. We talking about hits, not just what you got.
Nah,
what's heat?
T.I. got some heat.
He do, but he got more than 50.
Yeah, no.
More bangers than 50.
I'll disagree.
T.I.'s up there.
I'll disagree
more bangers than 50.
Mixtape 50 was a problem.
But mixtape 50, and
there's no rules now. You can play whatever.
Yeah, but if you talk about hits, mixtape 50 wasn't a hit maker besides How to Rob.
Okay.
If you think about mixtape 50, and if you think about after Give Us Your Try and Massacre, everything else 50 put out musically isn't really the best. He can't. Ayo, he got me technology. Like even though those are hit sell wise, he's not winning with that.
I really don't think they're even gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna do it.
50 wants to do it.
But I think it's because right, and I don't know. I think the sounds need to be similar. Like I feel like I want to hear people that are from like similar areas. They sound similar, so then I'm going like song for song versus like. Nah, I love 50 more because I love his voice more. You know, I vibe with 50 more than I do with T.I.
No, I'm not gonna front. T.I.'s body. Urban Legend.
My man, you don't got title yet?
Nah. I do actually. That's
why? You better go on that title.
And the rest,
so T.I.'s Urban Legend. You don't know me. ASAP, Motivation, Bring Him Out. Like this has Why You Mad at Me. I ain't gonna front. He has some bangers on that album.
They're bangers, but like
King. What you know about that?
I honestly don't know the names of any of T.I.'s albums. I only know T.I.'s hits.
Probably
why I'm not qualified to talk.
He has a couple albums that came out.
I know he got heat.
And
T.I. versus T.I.
Nobody was paying attention to that.
Right, so it's like you wouldn't know what they gonna pull out. Like I don't know what kind of vibe. Are they going mixtape?
Mixtape 50.
Right.
Bring out mixtape 50 and
he might have.
That's what it is with the verses. The verses to me, it's not really about who's the better artist. It's just strategic.
Yep.
So
it's just how you set up the songs to go.
And to me, the person who goes second, I got the advantage.
Right, I already know what kind of time you're coming with.
I'd rather go second for my last 10 than be first. Be first up with my first.
But the shit is weird because the hits are already put together.
Oh, you mean
the hits? Like the DJ already got what order we're going in.
But
so it's not like the person could go love song. You like yo, let's just switch it up real quick. It's like the shit is already like there.
Oh, so you
maybe they got two. Maybe they got like a R&B list.
No. I think you picked.
Nah,
I think you pick what you did because
not as you're going. No, you're not. No, you not, bro. That Jada and Fab shit was played out before. Them niggas knew what song was coming after.
Jada already had his joint.
Yeah.
I don't think Fab came there prepared with like, oh, this is my list of songs.
But then if that's the case, his DJ is corny. Because as a DJ, your job is to keep the shit lit. That's your only fucking job, and he failed. Then the shit was going downhill, and he kept going downhill. After that, if that's the case, I'd have been like, yo, we about to switch this up. Just follow my lead, nigga. You should have spun that shit around. Fab got heat. And he literally looked like he had no heat. Like, he looked like he had no heat.
I think he went there prepared to just up. Because it was nice because they just celebrated each other. So I think he went there prepared to like, yo, this... And then
you played New York against New York. Like, you had
They just dropped an album together recently. Like,
Freddie Rich
years ago, but... You know, like...
So Fab played one... I don't know if he played Freddie Richardson, but he played a song that Kiss was on. Kiss was like, I'm on this.
Yeah.
He was like, you cheated, I'm on this song. And I'm like, yeah, that's a fact. He's definitely on this, right?
No.
Let me see.
I love freaking Tidal.
That's like somebody asked me the other day, like, who can Lloyd Banks go against? And I was like...
See, I would have done Lloyd...
Lloyd Banks and Fab. Fab would have watched him, though.
I would have done Lloyd Banks at 50.
As far as hits.
Nah.
But you can't do that.
It's too crazy, right?
They're part of the same team.
Yeah, Lloyd Banks.
But they went their own ways.
Lloyd Banks and Fab got the same
You
kind
could
of flow,
do that.
but I think Fab is just...
That's like putting Lil Wayne against Drake.
Nah, they're not the same vibe.
No,
they're not.
They're the same team, though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the sound.
Oh yeah, all right.
Fuck the team.
I see what you're saying.
The sound. They you know, I'm looking for like that.
Drake
that's why
Drake wins.
Yeah,
based on hits.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I don't think he smokes him. I just think he wins by a little because Wayne has some shit.
Yeah.
Wayne definitely has heat.
Yeah.
But Drake, that's the thing about verses. It be confusing me. I'm like, what are we going? What are we rating at? Who's the judges in this shit?
Let me take that back. Because
we talking about Carters. We talking about
mixtape Wayne is different.
It's different. He's a different alien.
I don't know if Drake keeps
but
with mixtape Wayne.
He is Wayne because Drake is gonna go straight hits. Yeah, that nigga's gonna go mixtape. And Drake hits. Drake hits.
Drake got a couple mixtapes.
Come through. Dude, we just doing a podcast.
Sorry. We about to wrap up.
You good? Come through. It's all good.
Got one.
Yeah. What's up?
Who's Hefe is in the
So we got Who's Hefe on the left of the studio.
Well, on the right on camera.
Oh yeah, on the right on camera. My fault. On the right, sitting on the other way.
He said he just came to get a fit real quick.
Yeah, he got to make his orders, honey. And then we got PVT over here.
Yes.
And I got shit everywhere. I'm sorry.
Nah, I ain't gonna front.
But yeah, so this is what we do. Local.
Yeah, OD.
Supporting small businesses all the way.
Yeah, they support us. So. I think that's
because
recipes in Rivera just because we're long.
Oh yeah.
That was sad.
Ended like that. Very,
very.
That was very sad. We've 2020. You have done your damage. Okay, we've had enough.
yeah.
Just cut it here and relax. 2021 is right there, and I am praying that will be the year of the comeback.
Facts. We need everything.
Everybody just got to be on go time.
That's a fact.
So we don't want you to take no more lives. We done had enough.
And I didn't realize she was in so much stuff.
She was
looking at her.
I mean, they kind of left out Devious Maids, and I know that was like a thing TV show, but that was like my favorite TV show. That
was for me.
Shit. Yeah, but she was very well versed, and she's been in the industry from young.
Yeah.
So. You know, it's really sad. Regardless or not, that's just a really sad, ordeal. And the fact that we'll never probably know, not even us, her family and friends will never really know what actually happened. It can only be assumptions because he's 4 and he's seen some nut shit. Now he got to grow up, So I'm hoping, for blessings towards them and their loss. We feel it as a fan. But her family was in that water looking for her.
When I seen it, and that
hard. Broke my heart.
That's hard when you're looking for your child,
and you know that they're somewhere, and you're there, but not there, right? But you know, their hope was probably to find her alive, but you know, unfortunately, seems like it was just a freak accident. I'm hoping that that's all it was.
They say like the waves
but you see, this is why I don't do lakes, I don't do Hudson Rivers, I'm not doing none of them. I'm not coming out of nowhere with no extra fingers, no extra eyeballs.
I'm a pool.
I don't want nothing.
Pool and waist, not even knees deep in the beach type.
Yeah, I'm not even a beach because I don't need nothing taking me away than where I plan to go.
Knees deep, yo.
Lakes and rivers, those are like man-made shits, and it seems like that lake was man-made, and I heard, you know, they actually uprooted trees to build that, and you know, when you uproot something, you never take out everything. So there's like trees under the fucking water and shit.
Could have got stuck to anything, you know.
Yeah, it's like, and then they had whirlpools and shit. So you know, but anyways, let's not. Just rest in peace to her, and prayers for the family. Because that's something different.
I think. Otherwise, though, I think that's it.
We
Shaq,
talked about so much.
We talked about mad stuff. We
talked about so much.
Yo, Shaq. Get back off your fine, bro.
Yeah.
Shit is getting good without you now. He said, Shaq.
Thank you to PVT and who's Hefe for the studio.
Thank you.
It's set up lovely in here. We can't show y'all because there's heat behind that we can't let y'all see yet. So
we appreciate it, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share,
comment. Talk to us in the DMs. Like that girl hit me. She was like, "Listen, I came to check you, but I like it. I'm with it. Talk to me."
I had a DM too.
Tell me I'm nuts.
Some lady he DM'd me and was like, "I love your content. I love everything about it. But are you guys not concerned about wearing masks? We think we're okay. we're okay.
First of all, we good.
Yeah, and
if it was the case, nigga, we was gonna get exposed to this shit anyway."
We're okay.
I'm not. Yeah, we fine.
Thank you for the concern, though.
Yeah, we're good.
Everybody stay safe. River Dirt, you off
this.